Okay, hi Jet. I have read through your draft and I have highlighted a few areas and I'll talk you through what you need to be looking at. So, to start off with, I think I already said to you, don't use I have selected. We're in year 12, we don't say I. You probably don't even need this. You could even just take that down and put it in your form as a sort of introduction. When you talk about print media as associated, it's not just about selling an item. Remember, it's about selling a product, a service, or an idea. And again, you use I, please don't. Now, you say that the Corona advertisements would appear on large outdoor billboards, posters, and bottle shops and online. But where? Would they be on a billboard in the middle of a desert? No. Why? Because there aren't any bottle shops near there. So you need to show that you understand that the placing of advertisements is crucial in targeting the consumer. So you need to have another look at that and show your understanding. Billboards, posters, bus shelters, but where? They've got to be near a shopping mall or probably near a retail outlet or near pubs and wine bars where the target audience would be most likely to frequent. So that's what you need to show. The Crown, same thing for the Crown Ambassador. You say bottle shops, in-flight magazines, and airport terminal. But why? So again, thinking about who the target audience is for this product, it's different to the Corona. Why are these people sitting and reading in-flight magazines? So you need to show your understanding of the form and the placing of that form is all part of the marketing of the successful marketing of a product. Okay, so moving on to purpose. Well, they're not designed to sell beer. They're designed to sell their specific product. And again, remember, if you look back at the PowerPoint on advertising, the purpose of advertising is to appeal to a desire or value in their target audience in order to make the audience remember that product through creating an emotional connection and therefore create the desire to buy the product. So I think that's kind of what you need to address. You do talk a little bit about how it's appealing to the Corona ad appeals to the emotions of attitude and happiness, but what attitude? Be specific, Jet. This is your analysis. Everything has some kind of an attitude, but you have to say what kind of an attitude. Now I've highlighted in red here, you keep saying you, your, you. Again, no. Please refer to the target audience or the intended consumer or the consumer. That's the technical language that you need to use when you're analyzing media. So you will then, I've done it in just this one section. I'm not doing it throughout your draft. You will now need to check the rest of your draft for where you use you, and you need to change it. So no I and no you. So you just need to reword this, showing your understanding of the purpose of advertising. You say a call to action. It's not a call to action. A call to action is when you're inspiring people to take action to vote against a wrongful imprisonment or police brutality. Drinking beer is not really a social issue as such. So you just need to be clear that you understand that. Okay, target audience. Have you read this? Both of these advertisements aim to deliver a message. Well, yes, we know that. And therefore, there is no audience that the advertisements specifically exclude. However, there is a target audience. Well, that's that doesn't really make any sense. Of course, there's a target audience. That's why we have a heading called target audience. So, Jet, you just need to look at the language. You're talking, it's as though it's a sort of stream of consciousness. You need to be more analytical. You need to be showing your understanding of the language, the meta language that goes with consumerism, the language of media, persuasion, rhetoric, the visual elements. So just change that. The coronavirus aimed at males and females, 18 to 30 years. But why? What evidence do you have? And I think the evidence is because of the models that they've used in the advertisement. Those are the target audience, 18 to 30 years old, both genders. And yes, it means people under the age of 18 or 30 wouldn't want to drink this beer, but you're kind of repeating yourself. I like the idea that I didn't know that Corona is in clear glass because it's appealing to female drinkers, but you need to tell me where you got that information from. That's proof that they target female drinkers. Why is that important? Is it because or is this a particular market segment, the male, female, as opposed to the sort of dark ales, I don't know, Cooper's, whatever it is. I don't drink it because I'm female. Obviously it works. So that's what you need to be showing here. You need to be showing your understanding of the beer market and that there are different segments. There's the sort of male segment, then there's the male-female segment, and obviously this Crown Ambassador Reserve is a relatively new segment of the beer market, this sort of premium beer range. That's why they've called it Reserve. Reserve has connotations of fine spirits like brandy, which obviously, Jet, you don't drink. Neither do I. Perhaps sometimes. But it's this idea of wine and spirits. This Reserve is it's a luxury product. It's a premium product. So show your understanding that the beer market is a huge market worldwide, and particularly in Australia. So just a little bit more of that sort of big picture information that you need here. Evidence needed with a high disposable income. You're probably going to, because of you need to show why that is. And probably from having explained a bit more about the beer market, that will become self-evident because this is obviously going to be marketed, it's a higher price point. And therefore it's targeting people with a higher disposable income. I think this is just, you can't say that the target audience is people who live in big luxurious houses or apartments because it's sort of eliminating 99.9% of the entire population. Later, you'll be talking about how you'll be analysing how it is creating this aspirational or this link with people who do live in such houses, but that's not the target audience. That's a mood that is created later. So you're going to need to have a look back at that and reword what you're saying, Jet. Okay, social context. They're both released within the last decade, which is when the beer market expanded to target traditional wine and cider drinkers. Yeah, so it's to compete with the market segment. So show that you understand that this is an industry, it's a market. So this is you're talking about the campaigns here rather than the social context. So is, in the last decade, has social drinking and beer and lager drinking, has it become a growth pastime? Is it a leisure activity? Is it something that more young people do? That's what you need to be showing. With the Reserve, you need to show that, as people's tastes have become more sophisticated, a market has opened up for this particular product, or the people who made it saw an opening. Now be careful, they don't promote drinking. What they're doing is trying to create an emotional connection to make you want to drink Corona. But I think you can mention that, yes, they had this drink responsibly, which you need to didn't want to do that. You need to check this. Was that a requirement? Is that a government requirement that alcohol advertising has to carry this kind of disclaimer? And why? Is it because there is a social issue surrounding drinking? So while they are advertising and creating this mood that makes you want to go and drink lots of Corona with your wonderful friends on this beach, government restrictions, because of the social issues, have meant that they have to have this disclaimer. So that's the kind of thing that you need to be looking up and researching, Jet. Okay. Visual elements. Again, you really need to be going back to that Elements of Visual Language handout and the advertisements that were annotated, which were next to it, to see how you need to be wording this. You need to be using that technical language, beauty and social standing, or the body language, camera shots and angles, foreground and background, layout and graphics, lighting and color. You're not using this technical language, Jet, and you need to go back. You need to make sure that in this section you have chosen and analysed at least 3 and preferably 4 visual elements very clearly and explaining what the effect is. So there's so much that you can write about with the Corona, with both advertisements, but here you're talking about the beach. Well, the correct language is you're talking about the background, the setting. You need to talk about the fact that they're using models. It doesn't look like any of these people are ugly hunchbacks of Notre Dame. Why? Because they don't want that to be associated with their product. So they have used models. Talk about the posture, the way that they're situated. It's incredibly relaxed. You talk about how, yes, you've got the logo and the writing, the font here, but you haven't mentioned that actually one of the models is sitting on a crate of Corona. So you do see the product and you see the colours. You need to look at the way that they've been placed. What props have been used? What does this tell us about these people? The stamp, the way that the font is made to look like a stamp. What kind of stamp, Jet? It looks like a passport stamp that you get when you go to wild and exotic countries. So you do need to go back and look at this and do quite a lot more work on that. You do better with the ambassador one, but again, you need to go back and be looking at, so for example, look at the foreground and background. So you need to be talking about the product placement. It's in direct sightline. What camera shot has been used? It's an eye level. It's a close-up. Or is it a mid-shot because you can see a part of the background? Look at the way the lighting is used. What effect is that creating? It's this soft, ambient, relaxed, but obviously very high-class apartment. Look at the lighting that's coming through this. I think it's a bathroom window. So it's lit from the back, but you can see that it's been lit here. So you've got this reflection of the bottle, which is highlighting the curve of the bottle. the fact that there's a glass